Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Dr. Rose and I've been sharing with you a series on menopause. So as promised in my last video, it's there somewhere on this screen. I promised to tell you about how I managed to control the bleeding that I was going through. So one of the major menopause symptoms I had was bleeding, excessive bleeding. It went on for months and months and months. It's all they shared in my other video. So December 2024, we decided with my GP that I would get the Mirena Coil to be inserted. So this is just one of the things I think a person can do. It's an option that you can have if you have excessive bleeding during your perimenopause or your menopausal years. So the Mirena Coil is a small T-shaped device that contains the hormone progesterone. So whilst it's in your womb, it releases this progesterone for the next 5 years. Slowly, it is a slow release, and this will help with your period. So basically what it has done for me, it has reduced the bleeding during the time that I must be having my period. And secondly, I am having less periods now. So it has been from December 2024 up to now, I think I've had like 2 proper periods, and they lasted like 2 days, and it was really low key. I didn't even have to use a whole packet of pads. So this is how much it has helped me. So this could be a solution for some women who are experiencing a lot of bleeding. Now I like to move on to how long can you have this. The doctor said to me that it's going to be in there for like 5 years. So I'm 47 now, so the next time we need to do something about it is after I turn 50, in a couple of years time. So I'm quite happy with it so far. Some of the side effects that people talk about: headaches, migraines, weight gain. So because I'm taking it during the time that I am having menopause, some of the symptoms are just because of menopause, so not necessarily because of the coil. Yeah, so I will tell you how it went down for me and how the insertion went. So for most people, they go to a contraceptive clinic or they go to their GP, depending on where you are in the world, and they do the insertion in less than 20 minutes. It's already done. So they insert it into your womb and it sits there and has 2 little strings that will be hanging out in your, somewhere between your cervix and in your vagina. So for me, what happened was I had to go under general anesthetic at the hospital because I also had a polyp and I had a small fibroid that they wanted to remove. So that was all done at the same time. I bled. I was in hospital for like 3 days, and I think I had a lot of bleeding on the first day, and then the bleeding reduced. Second day and third day, I wore a pad because I had to, really. Yeah, and then since then, the other side effects that I've had, just a little bit of pain. I mean, afterwards I had to take ibuprofen, just normal painkillers after the procedure for a couple of days, and after that I have been fine. I haven't had any infections, I haven't had any thrush, and I haven't had any. I've always felt my threads, or maybe it's just in my head. I don't know, but yeah, I felt my threads, and I think it's still intact. So yeah, so for most people, they won't even feel their threads, or they might feel the threads, and if you can't find the threads, you go to your GP, or you go to your doctor or your gynecologist or the contraceptive clinic, and they can help you. The other thing that has happened though, soon after insertion, after a while, I already had breast tenderness because I'm going through perimenopause, but that increased. So for me, I think that has been the one thing that has increased after I got the coil. My breasts are tender. Sometimes, wearing a bra is even very, very painful. So most of the time I just wear a sports bra, or if I'm at home, I go braless. So yeah, it is what it is. So for me, compared to, a little bit of breast tenderness that comes and goes, compared to the heavy bleeding that I was doing, I am quite happy with the coil. So if people want to try, really, always don't just listen to a random woman on YouTube. Go to your doctor, go to your GP, your gynecologist, your contraceptive clinic, because Mirena Coil wasn't really developed for bleeding. It was developed for contraception. So it works, both ways. So that's a good thing for most people. So go to your contraceptive clinic. So in conclusion, I would say the coil has worked for me. I'm very happy with my coil, and I don't feel any pain. Like I said, just breast tenderness. Some people might experience something completely different. And as you know, with menopause, the hormones are going up and down, up and down. We all wish that the hormones, they will just taper down, right up to the time where you stop having your menses and, menopause has happened, or your perimenopause period has ended. But it doesn't really happen that way. So it's always up and down. So for some people, they might experience completely different things. And what else has happened after for me? So because the bleeding also led to anemia, and the bleeding led to increased my fatigue. It increased. I kept losing iron. So because that has been fixed now, my iron is good. Um, I no longer have as much fatigue. I have a lot more energy. I'm actually going to start off going to the gym and being a little bit more active now. So in my next video, I will be talking about one of the most interesting parts about perimenopause for a lot of women. I think about 90% of women experience weight gain. So that's the next series. We'll be talking about menopause and weight gain, what I have been doing to deal with it, and what I have read and found out there that works, and that stuff that doesn't work. So catch me in my next video. Please subscribe, hit share, and see you in my next video. Bye bye.